We got this this piece. I don't know who. You can tell someone cut it with a torch. This is a piece of radiator support, and it's actually the driver's side piece. But we're going to try to take this piece off and use it on the passenger side to repair. So we'll cut a little piece of this out to repair this. And then this piece right here, we can cut it right here and see if we can get it in there and kind of repair up that bad place. So we'll see how this works out. So what we're doing here is we're trimming this top skin out as much as we can, and then we're gonna, this is the piece that we cut out the other radiator support. So we'll take this little lip off down here where it's already separated. We'll take that off, and then we'll just section it in. I think we'll cut right to this side because I don't think this bolt's going to come out, and we already got a bolt hole here. So I think we'll do that. Need to trim this up just a little bit more and get that round part off. I don't know, let's look at it and see. Actually, I like that round part right there, so we're going to leave that on there. All right. Here's our patch piece, and we got it kind of marked out. So let's trim this thing out and see what it looks like. Alright, so not perfect, but I think that'll work right there. So we'll prep this for welding, and we'll try to weld this on. I think we'll call that done. I mean, like I said, it's not perfect, but it's a place to bolt the inner fender, and it's under the battery. Nobody's gonna see it, so I think that'll work. All right, so that's what we got. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's strong, and it'll do. So all right. Alright, I got this radiator support cleaned up pretty good. I mean, it's way far from perfect, but the radiator support's way far from perfect. So I got on the driver's side inner fender here, got started on it, and it had been painted before and the paint was flaking off, and I couldn't just scuff it up because I mean, I know these are supposed to be matte black, but I like my gloss black when you raise the hood, and so I'm gonna strip it all the way down to raw and paint it. So it's not gonna happen today because the day's getting away from me, but I've almost got this one. I did the backside, but it's not clean because it was undercoated, so it's gonna be a rough, but nobody's gonna see that anyway. But this part here that's gonna be seen is almost done. I'm probably gonna scuff the bottom of it a little bit better, but it don't have to be all the way to raw because it'll never be seen. That's just against the firewall there. And this here, I'd like to get this a little better because you probably will see part of that. But That's what we're working on, and it's beating me down. I'm getting tired, but trying to get it done, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna get painted today. And there's some rust places in it, but I'm not gonna repair those. They're not structural. Look like the rust is pretty much stopped. So prime it real good and paint it, and it should be okay. So let's get back after it. So we got this and all pretty much stripped, ready for paint. And you got to wipe it down, blow it off, wipe it down. So we still got to do the other one and get the radiator support wiped down and cleaned up. I think I might hit it a little bit on the top side, what shows. So it's going to be tomorrow before we get any paint on these, but we'll get it. So we got our radiator support cleaned up, our battery tray cleaned up. That's the brace that goes on the inner fender by the steering column. So we got all that cleaned up. Got the inner fenders. The inside's undercoated, so it's not going to be slick, but the outside will be. So we're going to mix up our primer and let it cook, and then we're going to wipe these inner fenders down, and then we're going to spray some paint, get these things ready to go. So I think it's going to turn out pretty nice. It's not perfect, but what you're going to see is going to look really nice. So, and the battery tray actually looks really good. I only got one little rust hole there. I'm going to call that drainage. So let's get this primer mixed up. Alright, so we got these parts primed. Let them flash off for a minute, and we'll spray some black on them. Alright, we got our inner fenders painted. They got some trash in them, but they are inner fenders. I painted the alternator bracket and the radiator support. So, now we got this done, and get back on the exhaust and finish it up. Put the heater core in here, and we're real close to getting ready for this cab to be swapped over. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I'm getting real excited. I've had this truck for a long time, and I'm getting really close to having this thing together. So y'all keep on hanging with me, and we'll show you the finished product soon. Didn't get to mess with this today. Was busy cleaning up that stuff and getting it painted, but we will try to finish this exhaust up tomorrow. And like I said, run a fuel line. Got the alternator brackets painted so we can put the alternator on it tomorrow. Maybe get the power steering pump cleaned up and we can mount it up. Getting close, getting really close. All right, y'all. Stay tuned.